Well, the death of Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez raising some new questions about Islamic terrorists based in Venezuela. While he was alive, Chavez developed some deep ties with Iran, which has financed the terror group Hezbollah. Chavez reportedly allowed Hezbollah to use his country as a base for operations. In fact, the relationship between Venezuela and Iran apparently so close that Iran's president Mahmoud Ahmadinejad declared a day of mourning in solidarity because of Chavez's death. But there are some differing opinions about how much of a threat Hezbollah is now south of our border and what will happen in light of Chavez's death. Matthew Levitt is director of counterterrorism and intelligence at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. He's also the author of an upcoming book, Hezbollah, the Global Footprint of Lebanon's Party of God. So good person to talk about Hezbollah with. Matthew, I've seen a differing of opinions about how active, how much of a threat Hezbollah is because of whatever operations it might have in Venezuela. What's the truth about Hezbollah in Venezuela?
The truth is that without hyping things, Hezbollah has been in Venezuela for many years. There's a large Lebanese expatriate community there, and within that community, a small number of Hezbollah operatives are able to hide in plain sight. And we in the United States are very aware of this because we've seen the connections in multiple different cases we've had here. When Hezbollah operatives were caught in a cigarette smuggling scam in North Carolina, 3 of them we found came in through Venezuela. In a major bust in the Philadelphia area, where Hezbollah operatives were buying and stealing PlayStations and cell phones, they were shipping them to Venezuela, and they were getting passports in return. One of our concerns is that Hezbollah apparently is getting Venezuelan passports, which are very easy to duplicate on the one hand, and they often don't even have to because, according to some reports, the government has been providing them to the group.
So that gives them more freedom to travel to places like America.
To travel anywhere, but we're obviously concerned here in the Western Hemisphere. Venezuela is just to our south, and so this is an issue that's of immediate concern to us.
So what do you think about the death of Chavez? Could that be a game changer? Could that really limit Hezbollah's growth and its operations?
On the one hand, Hezbollah was active in Venezuela even prior to Hugo Chavez coming to power. On the flip side, their opportunities expanded many fold under his reign. There's an opportunity now, without doubt, for there to be an opportunity of change. The last election in Venezuela demonstrated that there's a very large segment of the population that is not enamored with his Bolivarian revolution. If some of the alternative candidates are able to make a stronger stand now that this dominant personality is gone, you could have a situation in which the government is no longer as tolerant of Hezbollah, but that remains to be seen.
Just real quick, we've been talking in the past about ghost flights between Tehran and Damascus all the way to Venezuela.
Right.
I only have about 30 seconds here, but is that a connection? Was that happening because of Hezbollah, or was that something else?
It's happening because of Iran, but Hezbollah was taking advantage of it. U.S. law enforcement referred to this Caracas-Tehran flight as aero terror. And we have several instances where people were on these flights that were people of interest. Apparently, you could not just go on and book a flight yourself, Jenna, or me. It was a listed flight, but only certain people could book on it.
You know what? We tried, Matt. We actually tried once. We got through and we were told, no, we don't think you can. And then we were told, yeah, there's no tickets available. Kind of interesting.
Strangely, there never were.
Thank you for your time, Matt. Always great to see you.